That's why we came here to the World Future Energy Summit to do it. This is a revolutionary tool. We've been developing it for over a year, and we're really excited to share this with you guys. For a developer who's trying to build a solar power plant, there are many factors that impact the profitability of that power plant. Some of the most important factors are things like where the plant's located and when you're planning to do the construction. Well, getting answers to how that's going to impact the profitability historically has been really challenging. We thought that it would really help the industry if we tried to simplify that. So we broke it down into 3 steps. First, you're going to find the plot of land that you're looking for, and you're going to draw it on a web-based, map-based web interface. Or if you have a KMZ file, you can upload that. Then you're going to change some of your project-specific configurations, such as the timing. We even have the sophistication of checking different mounting types, row spacing, DC-AC ratio. Then you're going to analyze. So we created the Energy Capacity Assessment Report, which you can use to do side-by-side analysis of your different scenarios, so you can find the project that's going to work best for you. So, would you like to see the tool? The tool is available at firstsolar.com/energycapacity. And the best thing about it is it's completely free. So when you go to that website, you're going to see we have 2 modes of operation. We have a basic user mode and an advanced user mode. The basic user mode only requires 4 pieces of information in order to register, so it's very simple. But in order to unlock the full potential of the tool, you're going to want to register as an advanced user. I'm going to go in as an advanced user in order to show you the full capabilities of this tool. Now, when we created this tool, we built it on top of a maps-based user interface. We use Google Maps and the Google Maps API. So it's a user interface that anybody that's used to using Google Maps will find very familiar. And we did that because the location is such an important part of the development process. Once this thing loads, we will see the map-based user interface. You can see a project I was working on. There we go. So there's the map of the world. We have a search bar over here where you're going to put in where the location is. So the other day when I was flying into the Abu Dhabi International Airport, I couldn't help but notice these large tracts of land that I thought were perfect for solar. And I think Abu Dhabi International Airport should think about developing some solar on some of that land. I mean, what else are they going to do? Nobody wants to live under an airplane coming into the runway. So let's go to Abu Dhabi Airport. Using the Google Maps API, it dropped to me right where I was looking. You can search on city, country, latitude, longitude. You can search on any of those things. Look at this piece of desert. It looks perfect for solar. Now you use this little pencil tool, and you click the corners of the area that you want to develop. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to hit 100 megawatts. That's what I'm looking to develop on this little tract of land. And I'm going to name it Airport 100. Now I have some project configuration specifics right there. I'm going to leave this pretty much defaulted as it is. And jump right into viewing my energy capacity results. So check this out. That polygon covering that little tract of land equates to 232 hectares, or 574 acres. We have a weather database behind this thing, so based on those points, the corners that we clicked, we calculate what the central latitude longitude is. We do a geospatial query to our database, and we figure out what the GHI, DHI, and average temperature is in this location. Based on the latitude, we give you an optimal tilt angle. And then, here we are. This tract of land can hold 149 megawatts DC. Using a DC-AC ratio, that steps down to about 124 megawatts. So we're able to fit my 100 megawatt plant on that site. In fact, we're able to go over 100 megawatts. So Next, I'm going to adjust my row spacing. Because I can hit my energy target with the tightest row spacing we offer, I'm going to step this up. At 18 feet, I'm still getting 97.2 megawatts AC. You guys see how that update? I want you to focus right there. As I adjust my row spacing, the megawatt numbers update real time right in front of your eyes, so you can see it like that. All right, I'm liking this. Now, the reality is, I'm not going to build a 100 megawatt power plant today. See how I have construction start date of Q1 2015? The reality is it's going to take like a year. Well, guess what? This is what's really cool. We took First Solar's module efficiency roadmap and built it into this tool. The modules we produce next year are going to be more efficient than the modules we're producing now. So watch what happens to my megawatts when I go to 2016. We can now fit 109 megawatts on that same plot of land. That's really important because if you're doing development, you want to have the latest and greatest information. I get a report from our CTO on a quarterly basis, and I upload this thing to make sure you have information that used to only be available to our First Solar engineers is now available to you at your fingertips. So I'm going to shrink this site down a little bit because I don't need 109 megawatts. I'm looking for 100 megawatts. Look at that. As I adjust my site, the numbers update right along with it. All right, we're close enough. 100.71 megawatts. We're liking this thing. Now we're going to turn our attention to energy. This power plant, this 100 megawatt power plant, will produce 198 gigawatt hours of electricity in year one. Over the life of the plant, it'll produce 4.6 terawatts of electricity. Now, if you went looking, those numbers were adjusting as I was making all those other adjustments. Now, that's cool, but what really makes that number interesting is when you put dollar signs with it. So up here, we have a power price slider. So depending on what your power price is, the price you can sell your electricity at, I'm going to say 10 cents per kilowatt hour. I don't know if that's what you can really get here, but let's just use that. That 198 gigawatt hours is actually worth $19 million in year one. Or over the life of the plant, that's $467 million. So you can start to understand the value you're going to get from this tract of land. Right now it's doing nothing but kicking up dust into the airplanes that fly over it. Why not start making some money with it? Now, one cool analysis that you can do with this tool is First Solar has two different mounting systems. We have a fixed tilt mounting system and a tracker mounting system. If you want to analyze the difference between a fixed tilt mounting system and a tracker system, we can do it just by toggling this fixed tilt tracker option up here. So now watch the energy when I go to a tracker system. We just went from 198 gigawatt hours to 237 gigawatt hours just by using the tracker system as opposed to fixed tilt. That's what we call tracker energy gain. Now look at the dollars. With a fixed tilt system, that system's making you $19 million in year one. With a tracker system, we're up to $23 million. Now, of course, there's a cost increase with the tracker system, so there's a whole financial analysis you have to do. But at least you can start to understand the difference. Now, last but not least, we have some sustainability information. We have things like your CO2 displacement, your diesel fuel displacement, natural gas. If that's what's important to you, you can do some analysis around that as well. Once you get the system the way that you want it, you click email me my results. Now, during the registration process, we get your email address. The reason why we get this email address is because we use that to send you your energy capacity report. So here it says, my results are on their way. So I'm real excited about that. When I go to my inbox, there it is. Your Airport 100 Energy Capacity Assessment Report is waiting for you. Now it comes in the form of an attachment. I'm going to open up down here my Energy Capacity Assessment attachment. Now this is handy because if you want to show some of your colleagues and stakeholders, or maybe your supervisor, what you've been working on, you have a report to show them. This report was customized for me. Airport 100 is my project. On page 2, you have some basic information about First Solar, like that we're going to maximize value and minimize risk. We also have some pictures of some of the power plants we've built around the world, including the one that we built here in the UAE, our DEWA project. We're real proud of that. And then on page 3, there's the metrics. That's what we were seeing on the other page. Your energy, your megawatts, your latitude, longitude. We have all that in this report. And then on the last page, we have a glossary of terms. If you don't know what DHI means, we tell you. Along with some site assumptions, like that we're using our 4x5 table design. So you get all of that information in your energy capacity assessment report. Now what's really cool about this is you can change to a few different configurations and click email me my results, and you can fill your inbox with 4 or 5 different scenarios that you want to analyze, print them off, put them down on a piece of, or on a table, and do some analysis across the different configurations and figure out which one works best for you. Now one last service that we offer through this tool that's really cool is we have KMZ support. I mentioned earlier that you can upload a KMZ. Well, if you like the system that you've got designed and you've gotten a report, and you want to use this KMZ file to show some of your friends where you are on the Earth with your power plant, you can use Google Earth to open this KMZ file. You can also save it down and then load it back into the tool to save you from having to redraw the polygon. So with Google Earth, it opens the KMZ, and right there it is. Doesn't that look nice? I think they should definitely build that power plant with the giant First Solar logo over the top of it. So as you can see, we created this tool to be very easy to use, very inviting. We're trying to get it out there for developers in emerging markets. We offer it completely free of charge. It's our contribution to try to get the market really stimulated here in the Middle East and also in Africa and India and some of these developing markets. We're really excited about it. I hope you guys are interested and willing to become users. That's all I got for now. I'm over here in our Energy Capacity Assessment Corner doing personal demonstrations throughout the entire conference. If you've got a site in mind, I'd love to design it with you. So come on over. Thank you very much.